Good evening, Randomania 2, and welcome to tonight's race between CFalcon and Thirwolf. This is game 2 in a best of 3 series in the winner's bracket. Thirwolf took the first match last night, and because Thirwolf won, CFalcon now gets to pick a loser's remorse flag. The loser's remorse flag is that he chose to have dungeon numbers on. So we will know which dungeon they're in anytime they find one. Uh, with me tonight in commentary is Sharky2107. How are you tonight, Sharky?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm excited for this race. As you said, it is a best of three, so if you if C Falcon does lose, he's still not out of it. He's still got the constellation bracket to go through. So anything can happen. It's randomizer. So here we are.
That's
Looks
correct.
like
And go
along the
ahead.
coast, any key and a boomerang.
And it looks like they are starting with Triforce pieces 1, 2, and 7 if it's first quest, or 1, 3, and 8 if we have second quest, or a combination of 2, 3, 7, and 8, depending on how the dungeons are rolled tonight. Both runners making quick jut over to the vanilla starting location to see if they can get the sword, and it's just a small secret of 20. So that means our secrets today are randomized. That is the maximum small secret.
Yep, small secrets can range between as low as 1 up to 20. The medium secrets are going to be between, I believe, 25 and it's been so long.
25 and 40.
40, yeah. And large secret is a humongous gap between 50 and 150. So, is it going to be a money star seed? Is it going to be the money grail? Who knows?
That's correct. And wouldn't that be something, seeing the maximum small secret and maybe even getting the minimum large secret? That would be great to.
Ooh, that old man takes 25 rupees for breaking his door down. He's
And
rude.
that's another maximum.
And see, Falcon found a wood sword.
And it looks like Thirwolf is going to be going up and checking this start area Armos, and he should be getting that sword pretty quickly. And I did not see the level 3 screen other than out of the corner of my eye, but it appeared to be second quest.
Yes, it was not a first quest. So, I believe we have second quest overworld.
That's correct. Having level 3 like that makes it full second quest overworld. So the runners now will know that they don't have to worry about checking both first quest and second quest spots. They can only do the second quest. And another nice thing that is noticed, CFalcon, although his life is not full health, he still has sword beams. So that means the flag for permanent sword beams is on tonight.
Yeah, that's going to help easily. So we got pretty much a ranged weapon the whole time.
That's correct, and that always ends up making combat much easier. And when you have combat skills of both of these guys, CFalcon and Thirwolf, they really don't need that permanent sword beam, but it is nice to have.
Yeah, to answer the question in chat, the loser remorse is dungeon numbers are on, so we'll know which dungeons we have tonight.
And looks like Thirwolf is in the Lost or not the Lost Woods, excuse me, but looks like he's digging out potentially what enemy groups carry bombs tonight.
Yep. We still don't know offhand. Oh, cheap bombs.
That's always nice to see, except for if you only have 1 rupee.
Yeah, so basically each bomb you're paying a rupee, since you buy them packs of 4. So cheap. I like that.
And with this being second quest overworld, we're only going to have 1 large secret tonight, and we're going to have extra small secrets. So it's good news to the runner that the small secrets have rolled to the maximum.
And did CFalcon pick up the armor's item, or is it the third one? Might have been the third one.
I didn't see.
Okay. It was...
Okay, we have CD Improv saying that he did, and it was a heart.
So, we know this, the power bracelet is not randomized, so that thing is going to be hidden somewhere. But where is the question?
And by not having the power bracelet in the Armos, that means our dungeon items are going to be shuffled. We don't know about the heart shuffle yet, but that power bracelet is likely either going to be in the White Sword Cave or in a dungeon. And we have CFalcon finding some bad news about the combat in level 2. It's full of Pole's voice and dart nuts in a bracket room right after start.
Yeah, Polish voices looks like they took 9 hits to kill.
Alright, so if they took 9, that would mean we have a some form of randomized hit points. Don't know if it'll be plus or minus 2 or plus or minus 4 yet. For finishing that room.
Oh,
and so far, it looks like we have second quest level 2, as Thirwolf finds level 1.
yeah. I can tell you this is not first quest by looking at it.
And so far, this level 1 is appearing to be second quest too, so I'd say we're at least 90% confirmed. And Thirwolf found the recorder on the floor in level 1.
And that's a good item to have.
That's right, especially with this being second.
About, I want to say 7 or 10, I can't remember the number offhand. But there's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's quite a few. I believe 7 is correct. And we do have full confirmation that levels 1 through 6 are going to be second quest. Thirwolf picking up the map in level 1.
And chat is saying the recorded theme tonight is the Harry Potter theme.
And we have vanilla unbeaten dungeons for the recorder transport.
Ugh. I do not like that myself. It's like, get that early. Hopefully you can get unbeaten and go right to the dungeons. Make it way faster.
Yeah. Especially having only 3 Triforces at this point, they can use it to get around pretty quickly. As CFalcon is finding the wand in level 2 on the floor, so that means we do have Heart Shuffle on today.
Alright, so level 1 has a coincidence had a heart container, so as well.
Correct.
And we got a compass. We know where the Triforce is.
Ooh, and tonight's red bubble curse is slow movement speed, so for right now you're gonna see CFalcon crawling across this dungeon.
Thirwolf does pick up the blue candle. 49 rupees is the price, so not a bad price at all.
Not at all, that's 11 below the vanilla price and over halfway between vanilla and the minimum.
Thirwolf finds bombs as well with 1 rupee as well. It's like, nice. But I can't pick those up. Doesn't really matter to him. He does have full bombs right now. Well, never mind. He lost that rupee.
And with that nasty looking bracket room, first room into level 2, CFalcon decided to up A and save to get rid of his curse.
And there are a few ways to get rid of the bubble cars. The up A works. Using a potion also will work. And grabbing the Triforce.
That's correct, and one other way too would be to find a ferry in the overworld.
Oh god, that's a good idea. Changing slow motion to be the old man. I would enjoy that.
I think everybody would. You should really suggest that to Fred Saver.
But we know the boss HP is not set to 0 as well.
It does look like, though, the boss HP is plus or minus 4. I think that last Gleok head took 3 hits to take down. Permanent sword beams on because you don't have to worry about having full health to be able to do.
Oh, hi Triforce. In a Triforce room, so once we say a Triforce, we pretty much know it's going to be a Triforce. So they did not get shoveled out of their own room. Oh, come on, game. A double river room with a Patra, no ladder, nope. Okay, correction. Triforces could be in any room, I guess, because there's a Triforce room here, but there's a Goma with a key.
So it looks like level 2 was just random coincidence in this randomizer to have the Triforce in the Triforce room. And out of the 3 dungeons we have found so far, it appears that combat is not going to be easy tonight. Level 1 was Blue Gorillas mainly, and levels 2 and 4 seem to mostly be Pole's Voice, Gibdos, and Darknuts. So all we're missing are Wizrobes now.
Yep, so the enemies didn't get shuffled between the overworld and the dungeons, unfortunately.
Yeah, if that was the case, I have a feeling this seed would have thrown Lionels into the dungeon mix too.
And put the pull forces out in the overworld to screw with you when you try to screen scroll. Always likes to happen. They're cheaters.
Yeah, between them and Blue Wizrobes in the overworld, it gets pretty nasty.
And second quest, Dungeon 2 item is in a staircase. Just can't get confused with first quest. And level 4 will have 2 items in it. Speaking of, well, here's one of them. Just a heart.
And even though it's just a heart, Thirwolf has not been through level 2 yet, so that tells him he's likely facing a heart shuffle. So to him, that's information he can use.
And we got the Triforce out of level 2, so there's that. So let's find the next dungeon on CFalcon side. I might refer to him as Bobby a few times, so I'd like to just clarify that for you guys if I actually do that. Oh, hi Gliok, how you doing?
And the way it's looking tonight is that they once again have extra bosses turned on. We've been seeing quite a few of them so far.
Thorolf's trying to chase this bubble, but the bubble has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, I think the red bubbles are always honing in onto you, and the blue bubbles like to try to play keep away. And we potentially have an item staircase in 4 that is Goma blocked, so this may lead to be a block in the seat until these runners can find the bow.
Yep. Well, if it's an item there, we know it's not going to be a bow because it can't be locked behind itself.
Something you'd want to see there is silvers.
Or if you could get a Triforce, you just hope it's, you know, something that's not really required. I look at key drop, but we don't need them. We got a staircase with a lot of dark nuts guarding it.
And I believe this is a different staircase from the one that Thirwolf found, but we're not going to find out just yet because CFalcon got bought by that blue dark nut.
Meanwhile, we got the red candle out of 4 on Thor's side, and he's out of there for now.
I ended up missing that. Was that a floor drop or was that a cellar item?
That was the floor drop, and the seller item, if I'm not mistaken, was a heart container. So we got both items out of 4.
So actually we're still missing one item. There should be another cellar item.
Oh yeah. It could have been in the room where Bobby was, but...
And that's the heart container. So there's either 2 heart containers or that's the same one that Thirwolf found.
I kinda miss that if he got the bomb upgrade or not.
Thirwolf quickly finding level 5 after getting out of 4.
Oh, that's a weak my handler.
So we definitely have bosses at plus or minus 4 hit points in this seed. That's definitely a nice thing to see when it comes to a manhandler. Especially if you try to bomb it and you only get 3 of the heads instead of all 4.
Correct. I believe this is the room where the red candle was? Because I know it's a room with dark nuts. Yep, and there's the red candle.
Ooh, and Thirwolf seems to have found all the Wizrobes.
Hey, blue one, get out of the door. Don't cheat. Yeah, I'm beginning to really think that that Goma is blocking its second item.
It is definitely becoming more likely, but the only way to negate that is to find the staircase in 4 and potentially another push block room. I don't believe either runner has checked the northern half of this level yet.
No, because we have a ladder, potential ladder block. Oh, this is bad news in a way. We got a bomb upgrade as an item, which replaces the white sword. So a lot of hits to deal with Ganon.
And CFalcon shortly behind Thirwolf and getting into 5, and he's gonna find out the good news about this manhandling.
Oh, that was a good find right there. Well, wait, we already knew the Triforce was there. Because, well, we've seen it. So maybe not the extra information, but, you know, CFalcon does not have any bombs to continue on.
And if that is accessible from the north, I believe that can only be a push-through wall, because in second quest level 5, there, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, there are no north to south bomb walls and potentially one east and west. Even with that super low hit points, the maze room is a difficult fight for a manhandler if you're not trying to take him down with bombs.
We got one more hit. Oh, nicely done. We got this staircase, so he's going to check the other side where Rizzies are and get us a hi to those guys.
And on Thirwolf's side, he's slowly chipping away at these blue Wizrobes in this room. This is definitely a nasty.
No bomb damage. Run to them causes like 2 hearts of damage. They hurt. Okay, maybe 1 heart. But still.
Yeah, contact is 1 heart, and the red Wizrobe beam is 4. The blue Wizrobes are 2 hearts and 2 hearts.
Kind of weird that blue Wizrobe beams are nicer than red ones.
Yeah, I think it's because they have a real good tendency to body you, so you're getting hit for 2 hearts quite a bit when you're walking through a room with them.
More Rizzies.
And another bad room to fight Wizrobes, NSU room with no ladder.
I believe they're probably going to check if that's a walk-through wall. Just give them a minute to get there. At least when you clear out a room with a boss, that boss is dead completely, so you don't have to refight those guys. But all the other enemies, well, guess what? They're back.
Unless you do like me and forget to leave the room before you up an A and then never clear out the room by leaving it, and that boss is back.
Oh, that blue Rizzy dropped a bomb drop, which several enemy groups is definitely on.
Thirwolf got bopped around and died. Decided to take the save because level 5 is so close to the starting location. Right before he died, he got hit by a red bubble, so.
But he should have a little bit. Ow! Spike traps. A little bit of better, combat with that wand. But unfortunately, the wand doesn't work with Rizzies. And we got another transport.
And it looks like Thirwolf is deciding to clear this bottom area of the map before trying to get that Triforce. Just hoping to find that potential floor drop.
And a wise move by CFalcon leaves the dungeon. Probably will come back later.
Blame him for noping out of that one. That having 5 hearts, wood sword, greed tunic, that's a horrible dungeon to be trying to get through at that point.
And we got the letter. And that was in a burn bush. So now we'll find out when the runners will find one, how much the potion's gonna be.
Ooh, Thirwolf deciding to take on another room full of blue wizards.
And we found Mag's location. But here's a question. What is your white sword item gonna be? You think?
I think with the way this seed is starting out, we're probably looking at the latter. That's my feeling.
And we got level 7.
It seems like the eastern portion of this map has been very dungeon heavy. And CFalcon is getting some good news right here. We know that this level 7 is not second quest. Not sure at this point if it's first quest or shapes, but we will probably find out shortly.
Most likely first quest, but
Yeah, if he can bomb to the right here or get around to the north, it's most likely first quest.
yeah, with first quest, it'd be Triforce 7 that we already have.
That would be correct, as CFalcon pretty quickly found the staircase item in 7. Gonna go back in and hopefully find that floor drop too.
Which pretty much could be anywhere.
Yeah, with this, and it is looking more and more like first quest. There's 33 rooms in here to clear out to potentially find that floor drop.
And I answer Trent's question. The remorse flag is show the dungeon number. So we know what dungeon we're going to have.
And to answer CD Improv, level 7 Triforce is correct on the tracker.
That's a weird Triforce room with that palette. Hello, Alchemist. How you doing? Well, never mind, you're dead. That's how you're doing. Did we find the expensive shield, or not yet? So
I don't believe we have. I have not seen it.
we still don't know if the book's going to be a boomstick or going to be normal thing, or if it's going to be an atlas. And unfortunately, CFalcon killed a Gleeok, but the Gleeok in return kind of killed him. Ouch. And he's going to dip out and leave.
I don't blame CFalcon for doing that. Knowing he already has a Triforce and he got one of the 2 items out of there, taking the death, he felt time to move on, try to find some dungeons and Triforces we need.
We know the location where level 4 and 5s are. I don't think we found 6, 8, or 9.
I have not seen any of the 3. And Thirwolf is getting the news of the floor drop in 2 being the one, so he's gonna hightail it over to that side and try to pick it up.
And also, hint prices are vanilla, so they're not going to get any good hints. So,
And we have level 9 in the northeast on the coast.
yep, in between the armors items. So many armors. And that was a cheap bait shop as well.
And it looks like he got through just in time, too, because I think 2 of those Lionels were shooting a beam to the right as he got off the screen.
I don't think we've seen a large secret yet.
No. With this being second quest, there's only going to be one of them, and I believe that was the first medium secret I've seen, too.
I think we've seen a couple,
Did
but
we?
just below average. And there will be, I believe, 4 small secrets in second quest.
I can never remember how many. I know there's extra smalls and only 1 large. It's either 4 or 5, I believe.
I know it's 3 in first quest and 4 in a second quest, if I recall.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Interesting choice by Bobby there, buying the bait, because we haven't seen the bait guy yet.
Even though these runners both started with the Triforces for 3 and 7, I feel like that's a preemptive move on CFalcon's part in case he needs to dive either 3 or 7. We know for sure that there's going to be a bait block somewhere in second quest 3, and there's a fairly high chance of level 7 having one being first quest 2.
Oh, Patra, why? That's not
Thirwolf
an
finding
easy
that
room.
same one.
Yeah, that's not easy room to fight a Patra without a ladder. 99% of the time, you're probably going to get bopped by the Patra, unfortunately. And Thirwolf still going back to 2 to get the other item. I don't think we've seen it. At least I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we haven't.
There's a seller somewhere with it.
And I'm thinking Thirwolf is just going to grab this Triforce and get out for now, probably feeling that we have a ladder block for the item.
Yep, each runner right now with 4 Triforces. There's a few flags that we don't know if it's going to be turned on yet. Like the red ring, several errors, and 9. Is that going to be a thing? Is scanning going to be required? We'll talk more about that once we get the information to get there. Ooh, 45 and 68. Both runners getting a potion. Throw picking one up from a take any. And more life for Bobby.
I'm wondering if CFalcon was smacking himself for buying that potion just before finding that ticket.
And we got another money-making game. See, I like to play the money-making game when I have low rupees. What you got to lose? If you got Boomstick!
We have Boomstick, and it's a cheap one too, 189 rupees.
I'm thinking CFalcon's probably thinking, crap, and I just paid for that potion too. You want to save your money, definitely for that. 189, one large secret. You hope that large secret is going to be above average, about 125 to feel good.
Yeah, it's when you have second quest overworld and only having that one large secret, once you see that Boomstick, you hope your secret is a big one, at least close to max.
But at the same time,
oh, and it's 58, almost the minimum.
Ugh. Bad money. But on the other hand, buying the arrows does help out big time as well. Because, Goma's blocking an item in a dungeon. Most likely. So, if servers are back there, well, we had to buy the arrows for that.
That's correct, and you never know what important item may be back there that's going to be blocking you somewhere else in the seed.
Yep. Let's see if Falcon is going in a 1.
And quickly found both the heart container and the recorder, so hurrying up and getting that.
Yep, second quest level 1 only has, well, in this case, 2 items, not 3. So, get in, get out, and move on. And then the old man saves your money. And we got level 8 in Death Mountain. 3 more items.
This is a big find for CFalcon too. Thirwolf has not found this level yet, and this could potentially put him ahead.
Definitely. And we got our first transport. I'm glad this is not second quest level 8. There's so many staircases. I don't even remember how many of them now.
CFalcon is breathing a sigh of relief that he doesn't have to deal with a second quest 8. First quest is much smaller and easier to navigate.
Definitely. And we got super ropes. I just noticed.
Yeah,
Ooh, we
I
got the
think this is the
location.
first we've seen of them. That also means when we see Stalfos, they're likely going to be shooting some sword beams at the players.
And Thirwolf's back in level 7. Oh wait, not back. I think
I
he's
think this is
off.
first for him.
See, starting with a Triforce kind of gets you confused sometimes. Like, have I been here? Wait, no, yes, no.
And he saw the door going north, starting at the bottom, so that was an immediate indicator for him that it was either Shapes or First Quest. In this case, with it being First Quest, he knew that he could just hurry up and get out of there and not have to worry about that Triforce.
And if this was Shapes, will we still have rooms going dark in the first quest?
I
Not
don't
first quest,
believe it's
yes.
supposed to, but I have seen a couple seeds where there's been dark rooms with Shapes.
And confirmation, we got the map of level 8 is first quest, so. Hello, Didongo, how you doing today? Good way to kind of get a few extra bombs. Use
And,
1 or 2, get 4.
We have Thirwolf doing some quick farming too, getting his rupee count up there pretty quickly. Looks like he's making his way over to get that boomstick.
I actually love the boomstick. You could save a few bombs. I'll just go haywire with them, I don't care.
Yeah, I think I used the boomstick in such rapid fire that it slows the game down, and I lag in a room with 1 or 2 enemies.
I love it definitely in dungeons where... Is this a bomb wall? Is this a bomb wall?
Well, let's find out quick. Ooh, and we have an expandable variety of Patra blocking a potential item staircase here, Nate.
Just don't get smacked.
Oh, and he got
And
it locked into the expansion too, unfortunately.
yep, he accidentally killed the one orbiter that causes it to expand at random times. If you kill it while it's expanding, well, you're out of luck and have to deal with it the rest of the fight. These guys are not nice. And good work on killing them too. Very, I'm about to say.
And Thirwolf making a quick jump back to level 5, knowing now that he has that boomstick, he can make quick work of these Wizrubs in here. And CFalcon finding the power bracelet in the level 8 staircase.
Can be a little bit more required because you do have extra power bracelet spots. You got the 4 main ones, plus there's a few others out there.
That's correct. You have the one in Eastern Death Mountain, the one below Vanilla First Quest 5, and There's one other, and I can't think. Oh, West Death Mountain in the northwest corner of the map.
Yeah, I always lose track of stuff like that.
Yeah, for me, second quest was always something I didn't have much knowledge about, but between this tournament and the ABNS one last year, I learned quite a bit. I still have a long ways to go, though.
Oh, you do have to take that transport to get to that Triforce because you cannot bomb in that room to it. So, Gurias, come on.
So, even though we had a first quest date, it's still trying to be as much of a troll as it can be.
And let's see. Well, you need a ladder to get that Triforce because it's not a bomb drop hole and it's not a walk-through wall. So, you need that ladder. Where is that ladder?
That's right. That's one definite monkey wrench in this, and level 4 can potentially be another monkey wrench. Everything out of 8, looks like he's gonna head over and get that Triforce here, only being a couple rooms away.
I do like that answer, Cab. Second quest 4. But we know it's not going to be there. 99% of the time, it's in a dungeon that you hate the most. And
That's
Bobby does
right,
pick up that Triforce.
That's why I usually dig 6 when I see it. It'll be that dungeon you hate the most, and I hate 6 in first and second quests, so I know what you mean there.
I hate level 7 the most because, well, you always get screwed by a stupid item in 7. Mostly the bow.
Yep.
Sometimes the ladder. It's one of them 2 items that screws you.
Yeah, just pretty much anything important will get you there.
And we got another small secret. I think we did find all the small secrets. That's 4 of them, I believe. Every time you see that
should be.
That, are you gonna be broke after that? And we got another take any.
CFalcon now has enough hearts. If he's ends up in that area, the overworld, I think it's the south coast, he might want to try to check and see if he can get that bomb upgrade. He is eligible to be able to pick it up. That could be anywhere from 10 to 14 hearts for eligibility.
Yep, and I believe that flag can be randomized to be off, so it'd be 12 in that case, but we don't know. I don't think we found any white sword item, have we?
I do not recall seeing it now. And I think at this point, 50 minutes into the seed, our runners only having found 1 and 2 Triforces and have not found the white sword item, I'm sure both of them feel like they are behind and playing catch up right now, not realizing that they're actually very close.
Correct. Well, look, there's the map when you have the atlas from the book. Oh, we found an item in 5. It's the raft. There's only 2 spots that could be used for. For all we know, it could be required to get the ladder of the white sword item, if it's there.
That's right, and we also still have a few, one level left to find in the overworld. I don't believe either runner has found 6 yet.
Oh yes, he did, because the unbeaten dungeon's vanilla, so there's only one raft spot that could be useful. So raft is not as great as the pickup as you think, really. And there's a blue ring shop, 243 rupees for it. We're not going to get that. I think we're still missing level 3 and 6.
Oh, that's right, I forgot we had level 3 still to find, too.
Yeah, we know what 4 is. We know what 5 is. We know what 8 is, obviously. Thirwolf doesn't know it yet, but who knows? And CFalcon is going to check this recorder spot.
Yeah, I think Thirwolf is just wanting to get this ref spot out of the way, and that way he can have pretty much everything cleared here in the eastern part of the world, except for the push blocks from the power bracelet.
And Raptor's not required. And a power bracelet. Any roads are vanilla, looks like.
Okay, so that means the power bracelet can only potentially give us 3 new locations.
I'm thinking something's in one of those 3 spots. I really do think that right now. But what can
It's
be there?
looking more and more likely. We have potential for 2 levels, and we also have a potential for the white sword item in one of them. Wouldn't that be something if all 3 of them were the levels in the white sword?
I'll be like, what the heck? I'll probably be laughing for a couple minutes, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. We're still not done checking the recorder spots.
And I only say that because runners are really good at proving me wrong when I say something like that.
Yep, we're 54 minutes in. You gotta think what are these runners thinking. It's like, they probably average really good times and not seeing that done yet, so do they feel way behind at this point?
I think both of them are feeling behind, especially with both of them missing 2 very important items in the bow and the ladder. Though I think you're going to see a lot of hurry-up moves by both of these runners now.
Thirwolf is checking the river area. Oh god, what if one of the dungeons is along the river that's ladder blocked? Ew.
That very well could be.
And Bobby is making his way through Death Mountain. So probably will make their way through to the one of the power bracelet spots.
Yeah, he's heading towards
Oh, we got
the
level
eastern.
6 though.
Yeah, before he checks out, he's definitely going to be going through this 6, trying to get that Triforce and hoping there is an important item in here. And with finding 6 at the location it was at on his way over to Eastern Death Mountain, I know that I would be thinking at that moment, oh no, I am so far behind finding this level. Uh, so I wonder if that's something that's going through CFalcon's head at this time.
He's probably yelling at these bubbles as well. Like, get out of my way. I don't want to be here. Oh, hi, Red Bubbles. How you doing? That is a walk through wall. Oh, that's a good find right there. Red
And
ring at
that
level 6.
that right there tells him the silvers are not necessarily in level 9, so that is all the more reason to dig these levels out.
Yep, your defense increased by ×4. So, remember the what? Well, we found another item in 6, the magical shield. But as I was saying, them Wizard beams, that takes 4 hearts of damage? Yeah, about that. It's going to take 1 heart of damage now. So, Reservoirs are not going to be as threatening on his side right now. Let's find that Triforce and leave level 6.
Yeah, this may end up being a very quick level for him.
Compass or find the Triforce itself. I bet he's wishing he had that boomstick. Destroy these Didongos. And there's the map. We already know what level 6 looks like. Thirwolf finding a heart container and decides, no thank you, I think I have enough health to deal with this.
Yeah, so be interesting to see now at this point. I feel like Thirwolf is going to continue to dig out that power bracelet, but then again, if he's feeling behind, he may not.
And I don't think Bobby checked the power bracelet in close to where this level 8 is.
No, I think he ended up leaving Death Mountain right after level 8, so he didn't. I don't believe. I don't believe he finished checking it.
Yeah, without a bow, no ladder, definitely you might as well dig out the levels you need to. Badger's not playing fair. When does he do that? Bombs have no effects against Patra, so just gotta use your wand to maximize it. And there's a power bracelet for Thirwolf. He will gladly take that. That will open 3 spots for him. I think we could be ladder blocking 6.
I think he had a workaround there, just a couple rooms south.
Yep, Thirwolf getting that Triforce out of level 8. It's done with that, so let's see where his next play will be. Would he check more Death Mountain? You got a lot of bombs, might as well. Well, that's another. that needs a ladder. And CFalcon does leave.
It looks like he may have been ladder blocked from completing more of that, so he's getting back out here and checking the rest of Eastern Death Mountain.
Yep, Thirwolf did check the power bracelet spot there, and you lost your money on that.
And then he got most of it back.
And here's the other power bracelet spot. It's level 3! May or may not be required still, we don't know. If the ladder is in here, it's definitely required.
That's correct, and fortunately for CFalcon, I believe he was the one that went and bought the bait earlier too, right?
Yeah, both did buy the bait.
Okay.
Hey, well, Masters, how you doing? There's a compass. And the Triforce is in the other segment in 3. Well, at least that's some information. We might not have to go over that. And the bait's required in level 3!
Ooh, this will be something if,
Oh,
we got the bloomerang in there. But if he wants to go over to the other side, he's gonna have to pick it up.
And you know somebody will be happy if he does pick it up. Hi Patra, how you doing? I'm not going to take much damage. Gotta love that.
And the other item is on the other side of that staircase, so to go get the other item, he's gonna have to pick up that blue boomerang.
And I gotta ask that during an interview, like, how do you feel about picking this scrap metal?
Oh, and if it's something nowhere near required on this other side, he's probably gonna be, oh, and it's a hurt container. I have a feeling he had some select words that we needed the sad trombone to block out.
So guess what? About that power bracelet.
Not as important as we were hoping.
Is there one more power bracelet spot, or did we cover them all?
I'm thinking they covered them all, but they may not have. And CFalcon is getting back into 7 to scope out for that floor item, so this here may be a big play. I know he was hoping level 3 was, but turned out not to be, and starting to run out of options for checking too.
Oh, hi. Enemy we haven't seen in the seat, I don't think. How you doing? You did. And that's a Triforce. That's good information. We don't want it because, well, we technically have that. And of course, the old man's saying all along, good luck, we're counting on you. But we know what he was saying once you get that boomstick. Oh, you're 4 rupees short.
Can't get the boomstick and can't get the extra bombs. He's probably just feeling like everything's going against him right now.
But if he, well, he could have picked up the rupees there and have enough. But here's the thing. If he did have enough for it, would he pick it up? Knowing the broomstick is 184, I believe. I think you would pass on it. you want to try to save your money as much as possible to get the boomstick. But at the same time, you're just over an hour in the seed, got over half of the Triforces. Do you still pick it up in this case?
Yeah, that's a tough decision, and I know something like that I would.
Put said, you got a 100% chance of picking the bomb upgrade at where Mags is. Because 14 hearts, your odds of picking it up is definitely 100%.
Yeah, and walking into level 9, if you have a 12 bomb capacity and you have the any key, you feel pretty comfortable on those odds getting through it.
I don't know, did Thirwolf go back to level 7 earlier or no?
No, he found it and immediately left.
Thirwolf is leaving level 6. Probably going to find level 3 here very soon. There's something in this room. Okay, it's Rollmasters. So we know the Bowmasters will drop that, but to get out of the room, probably just get out of the room. There's no item staircase here. And there's a river room. That doesn't really help.
Ooh, and walks right into a double river room. Luckily on his part, though, there were bombs in that room, so he was able to refill prior to walking in here. And we have the bow as the white sword item.
Oh, that was in Death Mountain, too.
Yeah, CFalcon did not finish heading over that way on Eastern Death Mountain, so that's big play on Thirwolf's part right now. So we are definitely really close.
Here's the thing. If the ladder is that one Goma blocked, this turns to Thirwolf's favor. Big time. But if finds the ladder here in 7, who knows where it's going to be.
That's right, and CFalcon, trying to think here. Okay, they both know now that Silver's and Red Ring are not forced to 9, so there's potential for 2 important items behind that Goma. And CFalcon is unfortunately letting level 7 live up to its name of 33 rooms of
So that bait is not required.
I said bad adjectives, not good ones, Saber. Although I guess that could be a bad one for some people.
Oh no.
Oh, and with how everything has gone, we're looking like it is gonna. And unfortunately for him, I don't think he has picked up the bow yet.
Thor finds level 7 as well, goes back to level 7, my correction.
And yeah, in this level, he's gonna get the unfortunate news of 2 heart containers. So at this point in the seed, there are only 3 items we have not found, and I think we can say with certainty that the ladder is Goma blocked in level 4, and level 9 contains the banana and the silver arrows.
Yeah, because the ladder cannot be a 9 because, well, there's a ladder blocked.
No,
Nine.
we cannot have ladder in 9
Fine.
because 2 Triforces are ladder blocked.
CFalcon does pick up the Mag's bomb upgrade.
I think... Oh, that's right. Level 2 is also a ladder block, so Silvers and Blue Boomerang are not necessarily 100% in 9.
And CFalcon is digging back in 5. Probably forgot that he didn't finish off Death Mountain, but right now that is the answer.
Yeah, I'm sure right now it is something that is in the back of his mind, knowing that he has yet to find the white sword item. Little does he know that Thirwolf himself only just found it.
Yeah. If you go back to level 2, well, we're still missing 1 item now, I think. I don't ever
Yeah,
forget
and
the second item.
the second item I'm believing was ladder blocked in that Petra room. Or I should say the item is south of that room.
All the blueness in that room.
And unfortunately for CFalcon, he does not have the boomstick like Thirwolf had to clear this room out. So he's knowing he may be in here for a while, but he also knows he still has an item to dig out of this level.
Taking a little damage, but you know, that's fine. But he does have the magical.
Well, I think we can safely say, too, at this point, for as quickly as the runners were finding levels at the beginning of this seed, it has turned from a quick seed into a very difficult puzzle seed. Neither runner having more than 5 Triforce pieces after starting with 3 of them, and we're more than an hour and 15 minutes into this race.
No, that one did not gonna turn around and eat that bomb. Ugh.
And I think Thirwolf is getting close to this heart in 7, so he'll be able to hurry up and get out of there after finding it.
One thing I've noticed, we haven't seen Ganon's or Zelda's room, so I think they're in their own room at this point.
That's correct, and we've had a majority of all the levels cleared out so far, so yeah, I'm thinking it's a pretty good possibility. And, even though each runner is barking up the wrong tree at this point, it's helpful no, for us seeing that each runner is barking up a wrong tree, so that way neither runner is pulling any further ahead from the other.
Yeah, this is game 2, so even if you actually lose your second game, you're still in a tournament. So nobody goes home after this, so that's the bright side of it.
And I'm wondering if either of these guys is just constantly watching their monitor, waiting for a dot done to pop up and just get out of this seed. This may be pretty bad seed for them mentally, but at the same time, it makes for good watching.
Yeah. But here's a question. Will Bobby actually get that 16th heart?
He walked right by it, and so, well, not having the ladder doesn't help, but at this point, I'd say go for the completionist strategy.
Thirwolf is buying the arrows. So both runners has bought the arrows at least.
And looks like Thirwolf is going to be the first one to find the ladder here in 4. I don't think we're 100% at it, but we're pretty close to 100% saying.
And that has power bracelet spot not required. And it looks like CFalcon is making their way back to Death Mountain.
Yeah, this is going to be a good move for him.
Transport staircase.
Ooh, but that should bring us to a new section of this level that has not been checked yet.
Yeah. Perhaps CFalcon is making their way to get the bow. He's going to feel way behind. I should have done. Thought I should have done this when I found level 3, while I was up here. There's a bow for him at hour 21 minutes.
And unfortunately for him, he was already up in this area and cleared out level 3 a good 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I can almost feel the panic are starting to set in for him.
Oh look, this gun was possible drop required. No, that's a floor drop.
That would have been something to see double Goma block for that.
Yep, as I thought. I thought he bought arrows already. Maybe it was something else earlier. See, Falcon's going to make his right call, go to level 4. He's still not out of this.
This is a game. He's entering level 4. Hot on Thirwolf are now in the same place, at the same situation, at the same time.
And Thorolf gives up a heart. No, a bomb, my bad. And did Thor find level? Yeah, he did find level 6.
Yes.
But did he find level 9 yet? Because I don't remember if he has or not.
I've only seen it on CFalcon's side, but I feel that he's already been through Candle Row, so I would say it's pretty safe to assume he has. And CD Improv confirming in chat that he did see it.
Nice and old man. Oh, high Triforce in level 4.
Alright, and Thirwolf may have finally found the second item seller in level 4, all the way up in the northeast corner. Nope, just a 5 rupee drop room.
Possible drop item room on CFalcon's side? Nope, not there. Thor probably checked it.
And that is probably going to be the item.
Always the last room you find. Well, rips the 16 hearts. And look, we got a boss. The easiest one in the game. And, of course, it's the ladder.
We have the ladder. And CFalcon is only one room south of that ladder right now, so should be finding it pretty soon.
And he's not. Ugh. And they're going to give each other the high roll high five.
Oh, I looked at the maps wrong. It was more than one room away, but heading right in the right direction. And Thirwolf's still going through. Looks like he's going to grab that Triforce and get through.
Yep, and Bobby does find the room. He actually did find it faster than Thorolf did, so.
Yeah, he caught up a decent amount of time right there. He's getting that ladder only about a minute behind Thirwolf.
So this is going to be a close race, no matter how you look at it. Thorolf is going right into 5.
Pretty easily be into level 9, under an hour and a half. So it's going to be a quick 3 Triforces and get straight to 9.
Yep. And if you see Falcon, you do not want to get hit. This would be making me nervous right here.
Yeah, those Gibdos have a knack for turning at the last moment and getting into you. But CFalcon gets it. Still only about a minute behind Thirwolf, so we definitely have a very tight race here so late in the...
And I believe Thorolf knows what a Triforce here in level 6 is. So he's going to go get it really quick. So it'll be about a minute 20 behind difference right now.
No, right now the recorder would only bring them to Vanilla 6, so yeah, I don't think that helps much. I do forget where level 6 is at on the overworld, though.
They're pretty much close to it. Just outside of Death Mountain range, or just in.
Ooh, CFalcon
Oh,
taking a risky move and redigging level 2, hoping to find that silver arrow in there.
this is gonna be the play.
That's right, high risk, high reward. So if it ends up being the silvers and Ganon is in fact required, this move is going to make him feel like a genius on this. Unfortunately, though, if it is not the silvers, he's going to probably look back at it and go, oh no, why did I redig too?
And he knows it's a seller item. Oh, look. The compass that you don't need. Moment of truth, though. This is gonna make us nervous watching this.
I know, I don't know if I should be looking for the princess or... Oh, it's the any key.
Ouch!
That has to hurt right now for CFalcon, but he still has a chance to catch back up here. Fortunately, it was a quick dive into 2, and he's going to be getting this level 6 Triforce very quickly, and should only be about 3 minutes behind Thirwolf getting into level 9.
But he did make quick work. To see the any key would be right now. Definitely because you did start with it. Ugh.
And I
That
knew
reminds
calling
of-
out items that there was something missing, and I couldn't figure out what. It was the any key.
And with that, we're 100% sure that Silvers and Lord Banana is in level 9.
Alright, we are now opening up bets with high probability that the first item found in 9 will be the banana.
CFalcon doesn't need a compass. He probably got his rooms mixed up there. He knows where that Triforce. He knows he's seen it in a Chevy room.
Yeah, and I think there were only 2 rooms apart, so yeah, make quick work of it, got right back to that Triforce, and he is now on his way to level 9.
Yeah, hour and a half. The question is, who's going to make that wrong turn at Albuquerque?
And Thirwolf, having the confidence of getting through these rooms quickly, not stopping to clear them out, potentially looking for that compass. So we'll have to see what CFalcon does on his pathway through.
Interesting route. Again, it's not required!
Oh! Everybody in chat, get your GGs out for Thirwolf, finishing with an SRL time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 16 seconds.
Wow. What a seed on that.
And we're quickly joined in chat by Thirwolf. GGs.
Yep, GG's.
Thanks. That was a thing.
So, thoughts on that seed? Anything?
Which could have been, well, the staircase in 2 that was ladder blocked, or a 9.
It would
That
be
was
a
it.
9. It would be a 9 because Bobby actually, right after he got the ladder, he went
He
to
went
5.
to 2.
Then he went to 2. The gamble Silver's going to be there, but no, it was the any key. So he entered 9 just as soon as you finished.
Wow.
The difference in the seed is that bow.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CFalcon actually went over to East Death Mountain prior to you, cleared out level 3, but did not finish clearing East Death Mountain. Ended up coming back about 20 minutes later to find that bow.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew the white sword item was still out there, and I'm like, well, it's either here or it's ladder blocked, or that one power bracelet spot I haven't checked yet, but my goodness, that seed. Oh, I died so many times too.
And CFalcon also did not buy the boomstick, so that
Yeah.
pretty much helped you out a lot as well.
Yeah. I had close to the money for it, so I started up banging out of door repairs like, yeah, I've been dying to Wizrobes a lot, so I want the boomstick. I still died to Wizrobes a lot, but I at least killed them eventually.
Yeah, having that red ring later on does help in the process of not dying as much.
Yeah. And I was very disappointing in 7. 7 sucked so bad. That floor heart
yeah.
was so deep.
Yeah, both of you, you were a few minutes apart on it, but both of you pretty much full cleared 7 to find both those hearts.
Yeah, that was very disappointing.
Yeah. Definitely.
At least the arrows were cheap, relatively. Goodness.
And that transport kind of took CFalcon to the bottom of 9 here.
Yeah, looks like it took him a little bit in the wrong direction, but I'm sure he'll get back on track here quick.
Well, there's Lord Banana. Bottom of level 9.
Nice.
So the only thing he has not found is silvers.
That's perfect. Wow.
This was a wild seed, I could say that.
Yeah, if it takes me an hour 30, it's been a journey.
The way I play seeds, this probably would take me 2 to 3, probably closer to 3 hours.
Yeah, I beat my head against some of those Wizard rooms a little too much, and I got a raft out of it, which...
And by the way, hello, Ganon. We'll see you later.
2 shutter doors in the Ganon room, and he bombed through both ways.
Yeah, he
However,
has a large bomb count, though.
Yeah, and I think he is getting pretty close to the princess. He saw that Ganon was in his own room, so he's feeling it's safe to assume if you can go up right now.
Yep. That's not the right staircase. And of course, old man. You always count on everybody. Yeah, he still doesn't. He doesn't know whether the princess is going to be saved easily or not, so we'll find that information here in a few minutes. So meanwhile, enjoy some blue Rizzies.
As much as it may seem very difficult there, the nice thing about blue Wizrobes in a Chevy room is a lot of time they get stuck in a pattern to where you can easily kill them, which is what CFalcon was able to do there.
Yeah, a smart play definitely is checking these rooms that leads up, because since we know that the only way to Zelda's room is going up.
That's right, and more of this he clears, the more knowledge he's gaining, so just a matter of time, and pretty shortly he will be finding it.
All the fairies. Okay, that was a 10 drop. But again, all the fairies in that room. There's the silvers. We found them, but we know they're not required. But he might just go back to Ganon and just kill him off. Because I think he is pretty close, right near Ganon.
Yeah, I believe he's only a couple rooms away. I think Ganon was right next to the right eye. And the only thing missing for CFalcon in this seed is the coast art that he never picked up. He would have 100% of this seed if not.
Oh, Ganon's your HP.
And even though it's not needed, we have Bacon. Looks like he's going to continue digging through this level 9 to try to find the princess.
Hope a compass shows up to lead him to the right corner. Otherwise, that's an easy thing to leave behind.
Yeah, it's he is heading back to the north, so we'll see if he ends up heading back in the right direction.
By looking at his map, he was close to there.
Yeah, he unfortunately didn't get anything at all in the far east column.
And he's probably realizing she's right in that area. If you can bomb right, you want to bomb right.
Ooh, and I think this staircase takes him in the wrong direction.
Yeah, he's probably gonna full clear this 9.
Yeah, he's heading into the northwest quadrant here, trying to finish off the handful of rooms he hasn't cleared yet.
Hopefully finding the compass to, tell him, just go here.
Yeah, you don't want to see this seed take much longer for him. It's obviously been a very frustrating seed for both of the runners, but at this point you just don't want to see the time get away from him to make this match look more lopsided on paper than it really was.
Yeah. I was looking at the matchup before, it's like, this should be a good match. It could go either way.
Yeah, yesterday's match was neck and neck pretty much through the entire thing, and tonight was definitely the same. The time may not reflect it, but it was very close.
It brings me back, like, I should have known the bow was going to be a thing because most of my races I had was decided by a bow in dumb locations. So there's a
And
compass.
there's compass. Yeah. So, unfortunately, he's in the exact opposite corner of the map, so he's going to up A and try to get over there as quickly as possible.
And he's just going to march his way through. Going to realize once he enters that room, Ganon was not required. Just 2 rooms away. Tink the Rizzies. Who cares? Sees the door is already open.
And CFalcon
And
is getting up in there, so
David-
everybody in chat, get your GGs out for CFalcon, finishing with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 54 seconds.
Overall, it was a close race, so but give a follow to both of these runners if you haven't. They deserve it.
Absolutely. That is the least people in chat can do to support these guys because they just went through a nightmare.
Yeah, it was special.
And we have CFalcon in. GG's.
Oh my lord.
That's how I'm feeling about that seed.
Whoa. So I'm. Thur, how long did it take you to figure out the bow and the Gomon for? Because I found every item before finding the bow.
That was the same thing. I'm like, as soon as I dug the last heart out of 7, I'm like, I think I'm down to I need to kill a Goma. So
Okay.
yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, that was.
I just didn't go back to 2 to get that staircase item, which I think you did.
Yeah, I did. I sort of. I guess I thought it was. Well, I guess it's hard to feel good about any position that seed. So I figured I'll dip back in there, hope it's silvers, hope Ganon's required, and as it turns out, neither one of those things were true. So.
And you were right next to a room at one, well, facing one way, but that bow. Why does a bow have to be a thing for seeds, most likely?
You know, I don't know. I kind of thought maybe I made a slight mistake too, because after I cleared one side of Death Mountain, I was like, okay, I know I've got the other side. I'll record her and see what it does real quick since I just found it, and then it took me away from there, and just never got around to finding the white sword item until it was really late.
Yeah, because I thought you were going to go around after you found where level 3 was, just go there and check the last few spots. And I think right there, that was the difference in the race.
Well, shout outs to Boomstick. I did buy the book, and that helped quite a bit.
Oh man, I wish I had enough money for that. I don't know how many Wizrobes I would sorted down, and it was even worse. It was even worse because the blue, with the shuffle drop groups on, the blue ones ended up having the bomb. So
Yeah, they were pretty bad. 5 was brutal, just for a raft, and that sucked.
yeah.
My 9 was pretty fast, though. I did the first initial column, and then I kind of got stuck up there, so up 8, and then did the right column and found her. So 9 was pretty quick for me.
Yeah, you'd finish this. I entered 9. Unfortunately, I, for some reason, went left and found both the wooden boomerang, the silvers, and killed Ganon for no reason.
Well,
And
you
I
know, you got 100%.
You could blame one of the commentators because one of us said, let's see who takes a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oops.
I mean, I think I took the wrong turn starting the seed. So
Yeah. But hey, we knew what level we were in.
Yeah, I think there's several other flags I wish in hindsight maybe I flipped on or off after that one, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Well, good luck moving forward. You're gonna be
Yeah.
tough for whoever you get down there.
Yeah, good luck to you too. You're obviously just an amazing player. Wow, what a seed though.
Yeah, that was. Oof.
We sure Dave didn't roll this one?
In spirit, he might have been there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's very. I would say he was there. Then again, I'm on commentary. You should have known the bow was going to be the pain in the butt item.
Yeah. Anytime you found like all the levels but not the white sword item, but that's always kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, it took
yeah, for
so
sure.
long for that white sword item.
Yeah, and with Heart Shuffle on, I was under the impression the whole time that it was probably just a heart container, not to worry about too much. But then I got to the point where I knew where every heart was, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only heart container you did not pick up was the one on the coast.
Yeah.
And then you sold one of them away anyway. Oh
Well,
well.
I mean, with 15 hearts and no sword upgrades, I think.
Anyway,
didn't matter.
anyways, we're getting short on time. So, any final thoughts about the seed?
And no, just glad I'm gonna delete it now.
Yeah, same. No thoughts that I can say on Randomania. I'll say put it that way.
Just put insert sound effects here.
Yeah.
I guess my final comment is I coming for you, Saber. Revenge. Revenge.
Well, with that, well, this match is over, so I don't know who faces who yet next, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
That's right. Again, make sure to give these guys a follow, and our restreamer CD Improv, make sure to give her a follow too. She's been doing a fantastic job on these restreams during this tournament.